Let's go! Luke Hasz visits LSU. Are you freaking kidding me? Could the Tigers be getting the one-to-one replacement now that Mason Taylor is out the door and Kamarion Pimpton? So we start off here with a Luke Hasz touchdown. This is actually from his true freshman season, early in the season versus BYU. So like Mason Taylor, he started right away. And one thing you're really going to notice about Luke Hasz, I really want you to stay till the end because you're about to go absolutely crazy. He really sells his routes, right? Obviously, the guy doesn't have the blazing speed, but look at the head fake, really selling this thing, and KJ gets it to him right here to the outside. So Luke Hasz, for me, in his brief Arkansas career, the first red-ish kind of flag have been the injuries, but there's not a whole lot he can control about that. We'll also talk here in a bit about his ability as a run blocker, but the one thing he does have in his favor is as an every down tight end in the SEC, when he was healthy, and obviously there have been, health concerns with him. He had a brutal injury to end his season as a true freshman versus Texas A&M. But when he's been healthy, he's done things like this, right? He loses Zy Alexander on this little out and up right here, and he's able to score. Actually, I don't even think that's Zy Alexander. I think, come on, who was 24 this season? I don't know. But watch what happens on this route. So he's running once again, an out route here, sells a head fake. He does a really good job at that. And you'll see that the corner right here, who was this? Because this is 2023. I think this is Zy Alexander. You guys know I like Zy Alexander a lot. We've been traveling all day. As you can see, we're getting ready to go to a pretty big concert. Corner has his eyes into the backfield. Luke Hasz on the scramble drill is able to go upfield, and this obviously is just an easy walk-in touchdown, okay? So KJ Jefferson sees him, and he is open down the field. Look at that. All right, we get to this play, and earlier in the game, Luke Hasz had a little split zone action that he caught the football right at the goal line, and Major Burns crushed him, and he was still able to bring it down. This time, LSU doesn't defend him at all, but the reason why I'm showing you this play is that over the past couple of seasons with Mason Taylor, this has been our bread and butter, split zone action, tight end slipping. So this has just been such a big part, and obviously it's a simple play, but you still need a tight end that could do it all, right? And Luke Hasz, after the catch, is, he's obviously not Bowers, but he's okay, and he scored. And then we get to here, obviously just a straight seam ball, Taylor Green, and his numbers drastically dipped, Luke Hasz. He was able to play more games this year, but with Taylor Green, a lot of the skill position and just offensive players in general with Arkansas were frustrated with playing with him, okay? So obviously Luke Hasz, with the quarterback as erratic as Taylor Green, he wants to go somewhere where he'll be fed, and Garrett could do that. Get to right here. Once again, this is just simple little leak slips. I wish we could have incorporated more of this in our offense this past year, just heavy leak plays. And we really struggled to do that because they're more effective out of multiple tight end sets, right? It's a big piece of what the Kansas City Chiefs do. Obviously, Luke Hasz wide the frick open here for a touchdown. But on this next play, this honestly is really good stuff on the scramble drill. So, one red flag when you watch Luke as a player, and on Power Hour SEC, I do a ton of Arkansas film studies, is that he doesn't really catch a whole lot of contested balls. A lot of his production, that LSU game, was the byproduct of playing Matt House, right? His best game this season was against this really bad Mississippi State defense, but in this spot, this was actually pretty impressive on the scramble drill to find somewhere to get open and score a touchdown. So Luke Hasz as a run blocker, the PFF grades aren't kind. I think he's okay. Obviously, I don't think he's as good as Mason Taylor in this department, and obviously Mason just ate with Will Campbell on these little combos. This was the Ole Miss game in 2022. The blueprint obviously sealed the edge, and once you feel this left tackle has this pushed in, go to the second level and find a linebacker and seal him as well. So look at this block right here from Luke Hasz. Then he goes to the second level. This is first ever collegiate game, by the way, and he finds 7 right here and gets Rocket Sanders in untouched. So he shows some promise, but that's not really who he is as a player. All right, yeah, so as you guys have watched his film study, a lot of Luke Hasz catches. This is 2023 yet again, or excuse me, 2024, last year in their upset victory over Tennessee. It's him being wide open, right? So these two guys guarding Andrew Armstrong, their number 1 guy, leaves Luke Hasz wide open here. Now, yes, a lot of wide open catches, but this next play is absolutely absurd. A true freshman tight end doing what he did versus BYU. Now, I don't like the ball security at the end of this play, but watch this next one. I mean, it truly is absurd. Now, this next one is from a film study I did a few years ago, 2022, and I want you to see who I compared him to. It might blow your mind.
It's a penalty. I don't want to get into a discussion about whether that was a good idea or not. So here we go. It's 4th and 18. We got to have it. Protection is better. It's good right there from Rashad Dubinion. And this is just really good across the way. Okay? And now KJ's got to make something happen. He can't just take off and run here. And he had all day to throw, and look at where this ball is put, y'all. Bang. One of the most beautiful, tired routes I have ever seen from a true freshman. I love me some Luke Hasz, okay? Reminds me a lot of Mason Taylor, LSU true freshman tight end from last year. Now he's a sophomore. Look at him. He is tired, okay? I mean, this is a no gas left in the tank kind of trot right here. You could tell he's trying to give it his all. But look at this. He's like, oh, God. And the first thing here is this isn't open to Satania. He's running, a deep corner right here, okay? And this isn't open to Tesla either. Now, remember, it's 4th and 18, and thank goodness KJ didn't throw this because that would not have gotten it, okay? Receiver teach tape right here. I don't care if you don't have all the gas left in the tank. You still got to sell your route, okay? Now, notice here, he is still looking up, and then he still goes through the whole kip and caboodle, and look at this. This is a thing of freaking beauty. He is looking at the sideline to sell a potential out right here, and then watch this. Bang. Okay, he's got 2 flat-footed. All right, that is a beautiful route. Now, of course, he is running this in slow motion, but eventually he finds a window. And look at when this ball is actually being thrown. It's probably out right now. Look at that anticipation right there by KJ to find it and finally get it there. Good route by Hasz. He is not even close to being run at full speed right there.
So, is Luke Hasz the best tight end in the portal for LSU? I'm not comfortable just saying that just yet. Obviously, we pointed out a few, downsides to him. But, man, I got to be honest. He's very good. I mean, he is very, very, very good. It is so hard to produce as a true freshman at this position. And, look, the last guy to be our tight end did that very thing. So, yeah, I mean, I would be ecstatic. I really do think Luke Hasz can play. And, I think he wants to play with a quarterback who's a little bit more consistent, right? KJ Jefferson was definitely a better thrower than Taylon Green, but, he had to deal with inaccurate ball placement. You see that really good catch right there. He's not going to be anything special after the catch. He's not going to be any type of burner. You've seen some of the routes, but he overall is a good route runner. The PFF grades like him as a receiver. As a run blocker, he's okay, but I'm fine. I'm fine with him. And here's the thing. Even if you don't think he's the best tight end, you honestly, I feel, need 2, right? I think you need 2 tight ends out of the portal, even if one is very good like Luke Hasz and the other is like, a group of 5 guys. So let's do it. Let me know what you guys think down below. It is Power Hour LSU. Boom! Tonight, I want to see Justin Timberlake. Let's go. Down below, give me your best JT song. And we're doing some pulled pork. Let's go.